What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. We have made it. We have made it. It is here. It is the Royal Rumble weekend. Maggie and I's favorite. Me and Maggie's first time me talking, I guess. Me talking. I don't know. It's my first day, too. Well, hell, it's Royal Rumble weekend. I can't even talk. But we are so glad you are here. It is Friday, January 31st. And we got, like I said, to start the show, we got the Royal Rumble this weekend. And it is, they say the granddaddy of them all is WrestleMania. No.
Yeah, Daddy.
Most time, never mind. But yeah, it's the Royal Rumble. Maggie, we made it. People said we wouldn't make it to this day, but we did it. I don't know. I've just work with me here. It's my first day again. Come on.
I will. I'll try.
Yeah. So the Royal Rumble, it's here. But as I start every show, Maggie, how you doing?
Rumble, baby. It's the weirdest thing, and I'm gonna enjoy it as much as I can. I am on such a Royal Rumble hype. It is so good.
It's kind of like what Bob Costas said to Al Michaels in the movie Basketball. You're excited. Feel these nipples. So, yeah.
I don't know how to move on from that, but I'm sure gonna try.
Good try. Good luck. We got it.
It's so good. I'm so hyped because we don't know anything. Like nothing is 100% certain, and this is why I love the Rumble. I mean, predictable Rumbles were also good because it's the Rumble. But again, a lot of people's favorite pay-per-view, and I can't wait to talk about it. But I was at work today, and a friend came by. He's a close friend, so he knows what I do for Fightful, and he's like, what are you up to? Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, you know how I often say that I don't want to be here? Now I double don't want to be here because it's the Rumble weekend, and I just want to, watch some wrestling and talk about wrestling and stuff. And I don't want to work. I just want to watch wrestling. This is so cool. I'm so excited. Are you as excited as I am about the Rumble? Because
I think I am. I think I am. I'm very excited because this, like we said, it's our favorite show, and yeah, I just can't wait. I'm actually going over to a friend's house tomorrow and to watch the show, and we do like what we call squares, where we put like 30 names in like a hat, and then you pay $5 like a number, and whoever wins gets the money at the end. So yeah, so it's good times. So we'll be doing that for both Rumbles. So I'm bringing some money along. Will I win? I don't know, but it's worth a shot. It's fun. I like gambling. It's gonna be a good time.
I am currently sending the link to Doc. That's why I'm so absent.
Okay,
sorry.
No problem.
Yes.
But yeah, so guys, get in those super chats if you have any questions. But
Jesus, let me do the shtick.
Okay,
I also forgot. Jesus, hi. It is my first day because Rob's doing so good, and I'm just occupied in sending Doc the link for our show. So, guys, hi. Thank you so much for joining us. We are about to talk a lot about the Rumble. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. The easiest and cheapest way to support us is by leaving a like on the video. Please, it helps us out a lot in the algorithm. The second thing you can also do that is also free is to simply leave a comment below after the show is done. This is really, really important for the YouTube algorithm, which hates us. So we appreciate this a ton. Please send us a super chat. It's the bottom of the YouTube live chat is the little $sign if you want your question or statement read live on the air, or if you simply want to show support towards Rob and I. God knows we need it. Also, you can send a humper chat at humperchats.com if it makes us keep a little bit more of the money of the proceeds, so you can also send us some chats there. And last but definitely not least, please subscribe to Fightful Select, the easiest $6 now in the business. Sean is right there, during the Rumble, and he's gonna have a lot of scoops. Hopefully, one of them is AJ Lee coming back, but that's like I'm sorry. It's the Rumble, okay? It's the Rumble, and if you have been following Rob and I as much as like we would hope for, I have the Bible right here.
Oh, okay. I was like,
It's the Bible. I have it here. Please, girl, come back. I miss you so much. No one could ever
"Baby, come back."
cover Chuck Taylor. No one will ever be able to do that. So if you want, we can move on. So because I knocked over Stan from South Park.
Nice. Well, guys, one thing that we have going on is we have a lot of Friday afternoons are not usually the best for a lot of people. So we had a couple of videos from our friends giving you their wrestling predictions for the Royal Rumble. I almost said WrestleMania, but I had to try to recover there. So we got all kinds of different people. We have Chris Mueller, who's on right now. So Chris, just basically, I'll ask you the matches. You just tell us who you got winning these matches, man. I hope you are doing well. Welcome.
Hi. Yeah, thanks. I didn't know
Hi.
why I was being invited on, so cool.
Yeah, we're
I'll,
doing what we call fast predictions because we have quite a bit of people like joining us. Do we want to tell people who like the actual
No,
people joining? Okay,
no.
all right. So we have others joining us here in a little while. So, but we also have videos of people giving their predictions. But let's go ahead and start off, my friend.
Lovely drawing that you have on your avatar.
yes, thank you. I was very thankful to the guy who made it.
Yes.
Nice. All right, first match: Motor City Machine Guns versus DIY. Who you got?
I got DIY winning this, mainly because I think the machine guns will get the titles back at Mania.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you think the dispute is going? It's going. Not ending ever.
Well, I mean, other teams will probably be involved. I think they'll do like a big multi-man gauntlet or something along those lines.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think the feud will go for a bit.
And we have a super chat here, which there we go. Thank you.
Thank you.
There we go. Got to read them still. So
I mean, Doc, you can read it yourself. So
yeah. There you go. Next match: Kevin Owens challenging Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Championship.
I've got Cody winning. I mean, I love Kevin Owens. I just don't see them doing a title change right now with everything that's been built up.
Yeah, it'd be cool though. I mean, it would freak a lot of people out too. Like if that happened, like it would just
freak. No, we'll be glad
Well-
out of our minds.
Well, I mean, that's true, and we'd have to call Steven Jensen to see if he's okay. But
Nope. I'm boycotting Steven and Jeremy. They moved the spotlight from their regular spot into a time when I cannot watch. So fuck those guys. So
okay, well, there you go. Okay, so we move on to the women's Royal Rumble match. Who do you think? I mean, these are just a few of the people that have been added. There will be more.
see, I see no picture of AJ Lee there. So
Yeah, no, there should be.
I have multiple Royal Rumble predictions, but I can just give you the
them.
winner if you want.
Yeah, give us the winner and who you want to win, but who you think will win.
Well, I mean, who I
know you
want to
Willow
win,
Nightingale to win, but
who I want to win probably is not happening. But honestly, I would pop so hard if Jordan Grace came in and won in like a debut in the Rumble.
that'd be awesome.
But I think it'll probably be Becky. I think she's going to get a big pop returning, probably in the number 1 or number 2 spot, and last until the end.
Okay.
But other than that, pretty sure Roxanne Perez will be in it, and then her and Bailey will eliminate each other to keep their thing going.
Okay. Gotcha. And so you want Jordan Grace to win, and it looks like Maggie's trying to tell you want AJ Lee in the Rumble too.
Well, I mean, I have a whole list of people that I would love to see in the Rumble.
Yeah,
and she's definitely on there.
yeah, yeah. She's definitely there for me too. So we move on to the men's Royal Rumble match. Who you got winning, and who do you want to win?
Honestly, I don't really care who wins this match. I hate to put it that way, but like there are so many that I could reasonably be okay with that it just I don't really have a favorite. I'm kind of leaning towards Cena, but Punk is like 1% below him there.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to say something. You know who I want to win? Jacob Fatu. I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah, it will be hilarious. Actually, it would be. No, no. The one thing more hilarious, Dominic Mysterio. That's gonna be.
My prediction actually was that Ray and Dom will enter as number 1 and number 2.
Ooh,
I
I
think
like
that'll
that.
create a fun first 90 seconds.
I think they'll end up teaming at WrestleMania. I think they're gonna get back to. They're gonna build
Barf.
their relationship back. I just have a feeling.
Well, no.
That's what.
We need first of all, we need to have uh Judgment Day versus Wyatt Six. I'm gonna need that before anything
Oh,
else
okay.
happens.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be kind of hard with them moved to SmackDown now, though.
Yeah. Sure.
So,
I mean, Damien's over there too.
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
stuff is moving around all the time. What
Yeah,
is the brand split anyway?
nobody knows.
So,
But well, Chris, we appreciate you joining. Plug your ship, man.
Oh, yeah, you can find all my work on Bleacher Report, where I will be covering the Rumble this weekend. And you can
oh
find
damn it!
me.
I'm sorry.
Well, I like the Royal Rumble. Why do you
Well,
apologize?
no, but like, will this diminish your, enjoyment of the Rumble because you have to cover it?
No, when it comes to WWE specifically, I actually find the pay-per-views more enjoyable if I'm covering them.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and then you can find me over on Blue Sky at Doc Chris Mueller and on Twitter at BR_doctor. On both of those, I currently have a thread posted where I'm asking people if they have any artistic ability to help me out with a project. So go check that out. It's pinned at the
Sweet.
top of my Blue Sky. And
Okay.
somebody who was nice enough to contribute on day one, that's the drawing that you see on my
It's
thing
really
there.
lovely. It's really
Yeah, he did a
lovely.
great job.
All
So,
right.
all right. Well, thanks for having me
Thanks,
on,
man.
guys.
Yeah, we'll see you later. Talk to you later.
Every
And
time. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
all right,
Bye.
see ya.
Bye.
All right, guys. So we have, like I said earlier, we have multiple videos that we're gonna go like through. Some are, most of them are all under 5 minutes. There's only one that's about 4 minutes, so usually
Mhm.
they're gonna vary. But we'll just go ahead and do our first one that's 4 minutes here. And here's Collins of Wrestling Made Me Cry, followed by Alex Cardoza, who you can see tonight on the SmackDown post show with Kate. Here we go. Maybe.
Well, hey, party people. I am one half of Wrestling Maybe Cry host, your Auntie Collins. And here I am going to give you my Royal Rumble predictions. Let's jump into it. For the women, I think that Charlotte Flair has to go to Charlotte Flair, right? We are going to see some probably better legends jumping into the Royal Rumble. We are probably going to see some TNA folks that might be familiar to us. And I mean, one person that we should see in the Rumble is Masha Slamovich. I think light him up. I think that we should see AJ Lee return. And who better than Jordan Grace? I think Jordan Grace is going to be a contender for that Final Four. And I think that we're going to see Becky finally return. But all in all, Charlotte Flair is my pick to win the Women's Rumble. Into the Men's Rumble, it is a no-brainer. It is 2025, and we have John Cena retiring. This is his last year. So why not let him win the Men's Rumble? He could go on and face Gunther and win at WrestleMania. I know that is so wild. but give him one more title run. This would be the best way, because at least he wouldn't go through Chamber and get injured along the way. We're probably going to see some really great spots with Seth. We're probably going to see some great spots with CM Punk and see some great spots with Roman Reigns. So I think that those guys will probably be my final four. We'll see. But those are my two picks. I hope that you tell me that I'm wrong, because I'm willing to put some money on it. Join me live here on Sundays where we talk about how wrestling made me cry. It'll be a post show of sorts, maybe, where we talk about the Royal Rumble. And over on our local establishment, a cute little up and coming podcast aficionado, I talk about women's classic wrestling. So if you want to talk about women's wrestling, I'm over there with Astro Bizarro and Melball Collins on Monday evenings. And then on that same channel, I talk about Ring of Honor. So if you want to loathe Ring of Honor with me, we can talk about Ring of Honor for our post show there called Honor Ramble with Kyle K. Sparks and Melball Collins. And then on Saturdays on the same channel, we have RuPaul's Drag Race post show with my friend Jose on the air. I also have my own podcast. It is called Collins on the Rocks. We are doing a happy hour series where, yes, we get a little bit toasted and we play some drinking games. So join the fun. Follow me at Queer Auntie. You know you want to. Okay. Love you. Bye. Happy Rumble.
What's up, Rob, Maggie, and the Fightful Nation out there? Listen, I'm here to tell you about the reason why I love the Royal Rumble so much. I think it was my very first pay-per-view that I ever watched. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it was the very first pay-per-view I ever saw as a child. Obviously, I was watching all the Saturday Night main events, but something about the Royal Rumble attracted me so much. I think it was just the fact that you had everyone, all of these wrestlers that you always wanted to kind of just see together and fight each other all in one ring. The gimmick of it all, having to throw someone out, and the victory, the feeling, the amazement of having to throw out all these other wrestlers out of the ring, and then you holding up your hand at the very end. I love the fact that now the women are involved. It just makes the actual pay-per-view just that much more interesting. As far as the actual card, I think it's okay. But honestly, I'm looking forward to the most for the damn Royal Rumble matches. And I am not going to tell you who I think is going to win because I'm probably going to botch that. But whoever wins is probably going to be very deserving. Mi gente, I love you all. Make sure you check me out on Friday nights with Kate on the WWE SmackDown post show. I love you all. Con mucho corazón. Los quiero mucho. Talk to y'all soon. Hey, Rob, don't let Maggie try to bully you on the show, all right? Let's go.
Good luck with that, right?
Yeah, there's no way of that happening.
So before we get like more people will be joining us soon. Maggie, let's go ahead and do our predictions. How's that sound?
Yes,
All
absolutely.
right, who you got in this one? This is Motor City Machine Guns versus DIY.
Okay, so SP3 and I talked about this match during our Royal Rumble predictions, the True Heel Heat channel this past Wednesday. A lot of good points, a lot of excellent points were made about this match. I'm gonna go ahead and pick DIY because I don't see a point in them competiting those titles between different tag teams right about now. Also, I don't think that a lot of people talk about just how amazingly beautiful those championships are. I love them. Those straps are freaking amazing. And yeah, DIY. One of those really strange tag teams in the eyes of DIY that worked wonders over at NXT, but like I don't think that the audience is grasping the aspect of the tag team as a whole. I don't know, what is your opinion about DIY on the main roster? Because I don't think it's quite clicking as yeah.
Well, I like them. I just wasn't really, to be honest, what I thought was going to happen before they turned heel is I thought it was just going to be Tommaso Ciampa that was going to turn heel, and we were going to get the one thing Triple H said we would never get again is those two in a feud, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, because
Yeah, like
those
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
yeah,
Okay.
Because what I think would have done wonders for these two guys is if people could see them feud. Because we got to remember, a
Sure.
lot of people don't watch. They don't watch NXT, unfortunately, um, and they didn't watch the Black and Gold brand back in the day
Yeah.
either. And in my opinion, that's gonna always go down as one of the at least top three feuds that NXT's had. So.
Hmm.
But I like DIY. How could you not like Triple H and Shawn Michaels? So um,
Shut up.
so, but yeah. So no, I like DIY, but I was surprised that they took the titles off Motor City Machine Guns. So
So fast.
yeah, so I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna put it back on them and then let them hold it till Mania. That's what I wonder, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
listen. Apollo Crews beat Johnny Gargano this past SmackDown, and I was so pissed off at that.
You know, Daniel says he wants DIY, Cody, Charlotte, and Cena, but he wants Sami Zayn, Jordan, DIY, and KO is what he wants. But his predictions were DIY, Cody, Charlotte, Cena. If you have predictions, I'm going to try to go through them here. But who did you say
DIY.
DIY?
DIY.
I think DIY wins it, but
Yes. Yes.
it is what it is there. So we move on to our next match: the Cody Rhodes versus KO Kevin Owens ladder match. It's going to be interesting, but I think Cody's going to win this. What about you, Maggie?
Yeah, sure. Of course, Cody's gonna win this. Of course, he's gonna win this. Um, I wonder if because Kevin Owens is the only person insane enough to say yes to this, but I think we're gonna see Cody Rhodes mirror the Sammy Guevara cutter off of the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Kevin Owens and he's always gonna say yes to stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah. But yeah, I
Yeah,
think Cody wins it.
sadly, Cody Rhodes. Sadly, Cody Rhodes. It should be Kevin Owens. He has said zero lies. Everything that Kevin Owens has said is 100% true. Just FYI, all of it.
Okay. Um, yeah. So we move on to our next one here. Let's go ahead and go to the men's Royal Rumble. Maggie, who do you think wins and who do you want to win?
I don't know who I want to win. I think CM Punk's winning. Um, Actually, I really want the women to main event because I feel like there's more, back and forth and talking and rumbling about the women's rumble this year, not so much, the men's. Um, After, the promo that they had this past Monday Night Raw between Cody and Seth and CM Punk, I feel like CM Punk's winning. Because you have to give CM Punk a Royal Rumble win. You have to. And he's not winning next year's because it's in Saudi Arabia, so I don't think he's going. And after that, I mean, it's and this is a really good point that SP3 made this past week. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain it's gonna be CM Punk. Pretty certain.
So
But
do you think Punk
Joe
wins the? Sorry, go ahead.
but Joe Hendry, uh, I'm on the edge about Matt Cardona being there. Ethan Page from NXT, just because I want Josh Alexander to be a part of the Rumble also, and they have a little stare off. I know that he did say that he wants to explore free agency, and if he's in the Rumble, he's gonna get signed sooner or later. So, that's a different story. But I am hoping for Obafemi from NXT also. I don't know. A lot of people are speculating about Nick Nemeth,
Yeah. He's gonna be on
and
NXT.
sure. Yeah,
Or sorry, no,
about
I'm sorry. Next week's TNA, it's
TN.
Axiom.
Yes, Fraxium and the Nemeth brothers. Yeah, so I don't know, but the pop that Joe Hendry is gonna get in the Royal Rumble, because I'm pretty certain he is in the Royal Rumble, um, will determine whether WWE will sign him or not. This is a testing of the waters, because NXT is a different thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Got a super chat here from Just Ricardo. Damn, I just got here. Hi, lovelies. Hey, man.
Hi,
Welcome.
hi.
Appreciate you joining
Hello.
us.
Yes, reminder, guys. Please send us a super chat or a humper chat to support the show. Thank you.
Bill says Joe Hendry, maybe Matt Cardona, Obafemi, and Jeff Hardy appearing, in my opinion.
Yeah, one of the Hardys. Absolutely.
Okay, I usually wouldn't read this, but this popped. This got me. JBL payoff ending in a Rumble win. That would be good.
Sweetie, I adore you, but can I ban you from the channel?
Ban. Okay, gotcha.
What do you think I said?
What do you think? I said.
No.
No, it's okay. Jesus, I'm going to hell. Bill says also Rhea Ripley to maybe pop up in the men's rumble.
Um, I don't think so. I can see why. Absolutely,
Yeah.
I can see why. But the last time it happened was it with Nia Jax?
Yeah, Nia Jax.
Yeah.
She got hit with the RKO, right?
Yeah, sure. But like, was this the last time that a woman was in the?
Yeah, that was the last time.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
The person, a woman in the men's Royal Rumble, Jordan Grace. That is the only thing I will say yes to. And we're about to talk about the women's Rumble, so
Yeah,
might as well.
so we'll move on to that right now, actually. I'll give my answer. I want John Cena to win, but I think CM Punk's going to win.
I don't actually want John Cena to win. He made a pretty good point about I suck. Hi guys, I suck. I don't deserve it. And I'm like, yes, you do.
Greg, if you send me you can send me an MP4 file. I can still get it on there if you want.
There's still time.
And thank you for the super chat. Eric Freed says, if there's a fightful intergender Royal Rumble, who will you work together and be the final two and eliminate each other early in the match? Sammy for Royal Rumble and Lyra.
Oh, Lyra. Okay, I'm so glad that someone's picking Lyra.
I
really
would
glad.
eliminate Maggie like as quickly as I can because I know she's going to turn her back on me.
Damn it! Am I that transparent?
Yeah, you are. So, but
actually, no. Listen to me. I don't give a crap as long as I can eliminate Sean immediately.
Okay.
I don't care what happens afterwards.
There you go. Yeah, and he's used
that
to
is it.
Kicked him in Royal or Rumble matches or Battle Royal matches.
Exactly, so from women.
Yeah. So, well, Maggie, before we got to the men's Rumble, we do have a special guest here, and we're going to bring him on right now. His name is Tempest. He's with Wrestle Talk. Hello, sir. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much, both of you, for having me on. It's been a minute and a half since I have been on this show. Shout out to Coexisting. I thank you both so much for having me on. And I'm so excited because it's Royal Rumble season, the greatest season of all.
Am I blushing?
I miss you, my darling. You are
so
lovely.
I miss you so much. Where did Rob go?
I don't know. He just gave us the room so that you and I can have a moment. It's not during All In weekend, usually the only time of year when you and I get to see each other. But this is a wonderful
forbidden door.
Yeah, this is our forbidden door. This is such a lovely moment. I miss you dearly. And I thank you both so much for having me on this show. I'm so excited for this weekend.
I'm so glad that you said yes. Thank you. Oh, there you go.
It's my cousin Tempest. Hey, man.
He had to match. We had to have a mask thing going.
Oh, shit. Lost the glasses. Okay. I'll be right back. I just wanted to say hi.
Yeah, okay.
Rob.
Yeah, see, I don't have a mask. It's just my glasses and that's it.
Well, sometimes that's enough. You know, when the lovely Holly Musgrave and I started getting together, she would often refer to just her makeup as her lucha mask. So anyone truly can have a lucha mask if they just paint their face a little bit with a bit of foundation.
Listen, if I knew how to use foundation, this will be different. But please,
Oh, you don't have to change a thing, my love.
I'll stop it.
Get the Heart Foundation. You'll be fine.
Gang Gang Canada, baby.
Yeah.
There you
we
go. So you're excited about the Rumble, right?
I am.
Is this-
Truly, like, regardless of where anyone is at with their wrestling fandom, the Royal Rumble is just, it's Christmas. It's the thing that everyone can get excited for, even if it's only for 90 minutes, if you don't care about the rest of the show. 90 minutes at a time, now twice over, we can get excited for a Royal Rumble match. And it just inspires wrestling fans. So this year particularly, I'm very excited for, because I have no idea who's going to win. But it's hard not to get involved in wrestling and excited for it right before a Rumble match.
Just 90 minutes? Okay, just calm
What?
down.
I corrected myself. There's 2 of them now. Now you have whatever 90 times 2 is 180 minutes of wrestling that you can be excited for, both sides of the roster.
Yeah, I was talking about a different thing, but thank you for not grasping the concept of.
I'm very good at that.
So,
Alright.
so I'm just gonna go ahead and speculate that the Royal Rumble matches are the ones that you actually are looking forward to, not to downplay, John Cena, Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. The sad thing here is that Cody Rhodes is probably winning. It was gonna be a different thing as Kevin Owens was gonna win, actually, but Cody already had his time in the sun. Time to step down, give Kevin Owens the title. Jesus, it's not that hard. Also, Kevin Owens is never lying. So, what is your? Where do you stand on this?
Now,
Okay.
in 2 different minds of this. Of course, the betting odds and all the professionals may say that Cody Rhodes is going to retain this title, go into WrestleMania, face whoever he is going to face. However, I have just been banging the drum that we need a Kevin Owens title reign going into WrestleMania. I think that Kevin Owens' storyline currently is one of the absolute best things in WWE. I think it's between Kevin Owens' story and the New Day story as for what is the best storyline going in WWE. So I would very much like Kevin Owens to be paid off in this situation by winning the WWE Championship. I had my fingers crossed that he was going to win this title at Saturday night's main event, but that didn't happen. So I've kicked that can down the road ever so slightly, and I have my fingers crossed once again that he's going to win the title at the Royal Rumble. And for anybody that's not familiar, that might just show a little bit of a preview for what I'm hoping to happen in the Royal Rumble match itself as well.
What? I
I
mean,
want Sami Zayn to win the Royal Rumble match. I seem to be the only one in the office, one of the only people banging this drum. I need Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn for the WWE title at WrestleMania. I don't think it's a likely scenario by any means, but it's the one that I, as a fan, most want to see. So Sami Zayn wins the men's Royal Rumble, and Kevin Owens win the WWE Championship in the ladder match at the Royal Rumble event.
well, Kevin Owens did say, okay, I have your back in the Rumble. Will you have my back during the match? So we're about to see, because, they did the whole thing with Sami Zayn accidentally haluva kicking Seth Rollins, and then him accidentally haluva kicking Cody Rhodes too. So it's really exciting. For me, CM Punk's winning the Rumble. Like, it is what it is. It's like I mentioned to Rob previously, just before you hopped in. They have to give CM Punk a Royal Rumble match because they're not giving him next year's because it's in Saudi Arabia and he ain't going there. And
I hadn't considered that, but you are correct. I
yeah,
don't know
like
how they're gonna write him out of the event next year, but
I don't know.
I
don't know.
totally agree. Like, if I had to book with my mind instead of my heart, I probably do go with CM Punk to win. I think that the time in which I got into wrestling, there was a run of first time Rumble winners when it was like Undertaker and into
Oh,
John Cena, into Orton, into Edge, into Del Rio, into Sheamus. And then after that, there was a real run of repeat winners where it was Cena winning his second, Orton winning his second, Batista winning his second, Triple H winning his second. And I don't know if it was just too many within a short period of time, but I really got tired of seeing people winning their second Royal Rumble. So
I know.
this time around, I'm very much for someone winning their first. I thought it was fine last year when Cody won his second. I thought the narrative completely called for him winning his second Royal Rumble. But now I'm ready for a first-time Rumble winner. Personally, I would prefer it to be Sami Zayn, but I think CM Punk is a totally fine option for the inaugural, the first ever Royal Rumble win in his career, because Lord knows it's been one of those biggest stars to never win a Rumble type categories for CM Punk. And of course, coming with that is the never having WrestleMania main evented a show. So he can knock off two very big asterisks from his previous WWE career in one fell swoop over the next 2 months. And it just depends on which direction WWE wants to go with their storytelling. I think CM Punk versus Roman Reigns is one of the biggest possible matches that they can do at this point, and I would very much like to see it. My fandom just calls for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the WWE title to be the thing that I much more prefer to see, but I can see it going either way.
I like this idea. This is what Scott George said. He says Sammy needs to push Cody off the ladder to get his title match at WrestleMania.
Anything to get it my way. Anything to get Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens for the WWE title at WrestleMania. I will take any avenue to get there, because I could see that happening. I could very also see that Sami Zayn doesn't interfere in Kevin Owens' match at all, and then Kevin Owens eliminates Sami Zayn from the Rumble, having not been in it, just coming in and costing him the Royal Rumble as a way to set up a non-title match at WrestleMania. I could totally see that happening, but I'd much prefer it to see it for the title.
Yeah.
I don't mean they kind of teased it. Because Kevin Owens was like, you and I, like, we main evented, WrestleMania together as a tag team. So why not, us main eventing it now, like against one another? And I'm like, don't do that. Like, why are you, like, if you're not going to give it to me, so why are you doing that? This is exactly why, while In the Weeds was airing today, while I was working, Jeremy tweeted out the picture of of AJ Lee's head on top of CM Punk's body. Yes, thank you, God fucking damn it. And I was like, why are you doing this to me? Like, what? It's like, it's my Bible, okay? I have my Bible. And I want her back, okay? I want her back so much. No one will ever be as good as she was. I'm sorry. I love the horsewomen. I love Jordan Grace. I love Sol Ruka. Everything that she's doing on NXT, and I have God knows why she's not doing anything right now. I adore all the women, but this one paved the way. Okay, give me an AJ Lee, Cora Jade, and Roxanne stare-off, and then give me a stare-off between Jordan Grace and Beth Phoenix. This is what I want.
Well, I mean, we've talked so much so far about the men's Rumble and what the WWE title scene looks like at WrestleMania, but we haven't touched on what the women's Rumble is really going to look like, and it in the first time since they've started doing 2 Rumbles in one show, I think it's been the only time where I have no idea who's going to win either Rumble. And that's very exciting. Like, I think
It
they've done a
is.
very good job of building up multiple contenders towards WrestleMania. And I could very easily see it being like a returning Charlotte Flair. You could do a Becky Lynch returning at the Royal Rumble. You could do one of the women that has been on the main roster that has just been absolutely tearing it up over the last year, like an Io Sky or like a Bianca Belair going against a Rhea Ripley. Any of these options seem totally fine to me. You could honestly, it feels weird to give this Rumble credit for anything at this point, but the 2022 Women's Rumble where Ronda wins, that gave me more confidence that just a returning star could win the Royal Rumble, because you
Right.
hadn't really seen that ever. Usually the return surprise is just it's kept alone for the people who are coming back, and then they're going to do a storyline and it won't be the main world title, or they won't win the Royal Rumble. But Ronda coming back and winning the Rumble in her first match has kind of changed the way I look at that. So I think it's totally possible that you see someone like an AJ Lee return and win the Royal Rumble. I don't think it disqualifies her as a possibility at this point, particularly with so many good options for her to face at WrestleMania. The options are
tell 'em.
limitless.
You fucking
I'm
tell
telling
him.
you, I don't know, man. I don't know who's gonna win the Women's Royal Rumble. I think if I'm again going with my heart, I'm going with Io Sky, because I adore Io Sky and all the work that she has done over the last year. I don't know if that's necessarily at this point the most likely option. I would probably be leaning more towards Bianca Belair or Charlotte Flair, with a slight edge towards Bianca Belair, fingers crossed. But it's still just a fascinating Royal Rumble. Just no idea who's going to come out on top in either side of it. And that just makes the Rumble and WrestleMania that much more exciting.
It is. It is so much more exciting. I love every aspect of the Rumble this year exactly because we have no idea. No idea. When it comes to to the women, I I am gonna pick Charlotte, and that's because I feel like this is the easy way out. What I want to happen is for Roxanne Perez to win this Royal Rumble and finally having an NXT superstar win the Rumble. But I do think with each passing day goes by, I do kind of feel like Roxanne Perez is better off as a Money in the Bank winner because she'll be great with, the briefcase. But I just, out of all the women from NXT to win a Royal Rumble, she's the one.
I completely agree, honestly. I mean, I've been a massive fan of Roxanne Perez since she was in ROH. Roxy was one of my
Roxy.
favorite people in ROH the time where the company started to go under. And I think WWE, if they wanted to go this direction, has a real opportunity of doing like old school versus new school. And it feels very weird to call the Four Horsewomen old school.
I
At this
know,
point.
it's so weird.
It makes my heart break. But if you wanted to have Roxanne Perez go for a top title on the main roster, have Charlotte Flair challenge for Tiffany Stratton's title, for instance, I think there are a lot of options that you could do to set up this WrestleMania, at least on the women's side, as a really old school versus new school dynamic. And however you want to take that going forward is completely up to you. But at least going into WrestleMania, I think that really gives WrestleMania a good theme, like a
Yes.
really good just passing the torch. You have to take it from me type theme. And that's a very easy story to get into. And one I wouldn't mind seeing. I just don't know if that is going to come at least from the Royal Rumble onwards, or if we could see that going forward, because I don't particularly want Charlotte Flair to win this Rumble personally. I think she's won enough. Again, my perspective on double Rumble winners, 2-time Rumble winners, still very much holds true for the women's side. So I would prefer a first-time winner over Charlotte Flair, but that's just personal opinion.
I feel like Charlotte Flair has this hanging over her head, the Royal Rumble where all of us thought that Shayna Baszler was winning.
Yeah.
And actually, Charlotte Flair eliminated her. I feel like this was the downfall of Shayna Baszler, and she wasn't even on the main roster still.
Yeah.
And this was kind of, the crappy thing that happened. And I feel like ever since there was, a Royal Rumble hanging over Charlotte's head, and I kind of feel like this is what she wants to, repair, because I have zero problem with Charlotte Flair. She's a magnificent performer. She brings out the best in other wrestlers, and I love that. But I feel like that she's gonna have the backlash from her being back and all of a sudden winning the Rumble. And this is something that AJ Lee will never get, by the way. No. And just going back to the AJ Lee bandwagon, imagine the Sarah between her and Bailey.
Oh, be still my beating heart.
I'm a hugger.
Honestly, I have a lot of feelings about Charlotte Flair because I agree. I think she, on the biggest stages, is almost unparalleled in the women's division in terms of having great matches.
Absolutely.
However, I think it's the stories that really have been lacking when it comes to Charlotte's big matches. You can look back a couple of years ago to Rhea Ripley winning the Royal Rumble. And Rhea Ripley and Charlotte having such an amazing built-in story, given their history at WrestleMania 36, and then none of that playing into their match at WrestleMania 39. And I am still, to this day, absolutely befuddled that we never got that. So this has always been my stance on Charlotte Flair because I think she's a fantastic wrestler. If they want to put the effort into making the story great, I have no problem in them pushing her. However, when I see reports that WWE's planning to just put a belt on her as quick as possible and get to WrestleMania, it feels like they are circumventing the storyline aspect of it, which I think is something we just haven't seen from Charlotte Flair. So if they want to go that route and have her win the Royal Rumble and do a great story en route to WrestleMania, I'm all for it. But they need to back up a win with a storyline if they're going to do that. Otherwise, I would very much like to see it go to someone else.
The only way I'll be 100% glad with Charlotte Flair winning is if Tiffany Stratton beats her at WrestleMania.
I'm all for that. All for it. Vampire Shayna Baszler. Shout out to that era that lasted 2 weeks.
Yeah, I do not. This was dark times, man. I was just.
Yeah, we have a three super chats. We have Dilo Diggs says, busy as hell at the shoot job. Love you all. And the legend Tempest is gracing us. We're not worthy. Well, thank you.
We are not worthy.
Dilo, hope you are well. Still need to get you Buddy Murphy. Well, we still need to get the match Buddy Murphy versus Dilo Diggs. We still need this. Sean Garner says CM Punk claims that AJ Lee is at home. Do you guys believe him?
I will never believe anything that happens that comes out of CM Punk's mouth. Listen.
And we have a Humper chat from our good friend Throwback. He says, what's good? This is the year we get a lot of TNA and NXT. We are going to get a standoff with AJ Lee's friends, Bailey versus Roxy versus AJ Lee. According to Steph, there will be shenanigans on McAfee shows, what she said or what he said. How many TNA NXT guys do you see? I think we see one of each. I think we see
Matt Slamovich 100%. Yeah. Jordan Grace, but she's she's not TNA anymore. But like Marsha Slamovich, Joe Hendry, I'm hoping for Josh Alexander. This is always what I'm gonna be hoping for, and this is why I actually think that Ethan Page is gonna be a part of the Rumble too.
Oh, I hadn't even considered a possible North face-off during the Royal Rumble because I very much would like to see Josh Alexander in the Royal Rumble. I think you're probably likely, just like Rob said, to see like maybe one of each in the Royal Rumble matches, because I think Jordan Grace is a lock to be in Royal Rumble in the women's side of things. I think Josh Alexander would be a really cool entry in the Royal
Yeah.
Rumble match. I don't know if you're going to see any more than that. I'm pretty sure Joe Hendry is on the Jericho cruise this weekend. So I don't know if we're going to see him in the Rumble.
He is, but it's the day after. Like he's
Okay, might get an express flight back for the Royal Rumble event. But either way, I think you're probably only likely to see one or two people from either side. And I think Josh Alexander, as I interpret it, is probably on his way to WWE. I think having him in the Royal Rumble would be a very, very cool moment. And if you could accentuate that with a stare down with Ethan Page, that does my heart a lot of good as a Canadian wrestling fan. Shout out the North.
That stare down would be amazing. Like Ethan Page is just so happy, like he's the only one in the ring. Like he gets like somebody eliminated. It's like middle of the Rumble. He's just by himself waiting, and then all of a sudden Josh Alexander comes out and he's just freaking out. That would be good. The other thing that I think we need to see in the Rumble is we need to see if there's one stare off, like with just two guys in the ring by themselves, it needs to be John Cena and CM Punk. That's my opinion.
Oh,
this is why I actually think
possibilities.
this is why I think that they're going to be 1 and 2. One of them is going to be at number 1, and the second one is going to be number 2. And I feel like they're going to give Cena the number 1 spot and CM Punk the number 2 spot, just so CM Punk doesn't get the Royal Rumble win and the win from a number 1. So
it's interesting. I hadn't considered that, because it's one of those very underrated things to look forward to in a Rumble. Is like, oh, who's going to be the 2 to start? Because they've really made a point over the last year to make the first 2 like a fun combination of some sort. And I really appreciate that. It's an underrated thing to look forward to. And as I look back on it, you really can't recall any John Cena early Rumble entries. Like
yeah,
all of
you
his
can.
all of his biggest performances have come either very like right at the end or in the second half of a Rumble. So I think they could absolutely do a very good story where he has to go from very early on. And I don't even know if he's going to win it. But if he goes from early on and then that's his like retirement tour, oh, I just came so close to making it moment, and gets eliminated after being the Iron Man performance throughout, I think that could be very good for him. It's got to be someone big. It's got to be someone who's going to face him later in the year. And I don't know who that's going to be. I could see that being a CM Punk. That could very much be a Drew McIntyre. I would like to see it be someone like Braun Breaker, maybe. Like a young guy who's going to break out and maybe beat Cena later on in the year. And again, I have no idea if any of this is going to happen. But it's my favorite bit of the Royal Rumble is just being able to speculate over all the different facets of the match with fine people like yourselves.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I think he will be. They haven't announced it, so another person that'd be good to. It would be interesting if he did like throw him over the top rope.
That's one of the things I know for a fact we are going to see one last John Cena Randy Orton match in 2025.
Oh yeah.
But me, I'm a fan who lived through 2009 and 2014 and 2013. I know as soon as that match gets set up, I'm just going to get a cold chill run down my spine, even if it is like the dream match one more time of the fan base that grew up with that generation.
Yeah, the greatest WrestleMania match ever, or whatever. They'll run it back. This is different. Instead of Edge,
somehow those two never had a one-on-one match at WrestleMania. Maybe they'll change that this year. Probably not, but maybe.
Yeah, very interesting. Oh man, so
Jesus fucking Christ!
I can't wait. It's a little over 24 hours to go, but. Tempest, man, we were so glad you joined us. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Absolutely. I mean, you can find me on Instagram and, well, honestly, now I'm stretched across like 3 different social media handles. So I need to stick to one and make it uniform. But you can find me on most platforms at Hey, it's Tempest. I'm kind of changing things over to be uniform to that at the moment. So search that. Otherwise, you can find me on all the WrestleTalk associated channels, WrestleTalk Podcast, and Parts Unknown is where you are most likely to find me. We're going to be doing live reactions tomorrow on the WrestleTalk Podcast channel, so make sure that you check that out. I'm very excited to be watching the Royal Rumble live, and you can see all the reactions entry by entry. I appreciate you both for allowing me on this show just to talk about how excited I am about this show. And because it didn't come up, I think I'm going to go with DIY to win the tag team title match.
Oh my god, we didn't talk about
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about it. Sorry. Yeah,
the tag titles are on pay-per-view for the first time in almost a year. It's easy to forget about, but I'm very much looking forward to that as well.
So, so we got that. What do you think of did you say KO and
KO's winning that ladder match.
Okay.
KO is winning the ladder match, and Sami Zayn's winning the Rumble. KO versus Sami at WrestleMania. Book it right now.
Thank you, my friend. We appreciate you so much.
We couldn't get Alex on the show while Tempest was here. This was our goal, but like Alex is running late. But that is totally fine. I love you so much, sweetie. I love you so. I miss you, and we're gonna see each other at the end of August for Forbidden Door. Hopefully.
I can't wait. Thank you both so much. I appreciate you very much. I hope you enjoy the Royal Rumble. And Maggie, I will see you very soon. I love you both. Take care.
See you, buddy. Thank you. Awesome. We have another super chat here from our good friend Ryan Lambert. He says, Double J Jeffrey Jarrett winning a Royal Rumble.
Oh, stop it, guys. No.
That's a heel turn. Wow.
That is a heel turn.
Soupy says, I want that Cena Henry babyface Rumble team up.
Well, the audience is gonna love every single moment of that, so might as well give it to everyone. So that's probably, that is probably a great idea. But what I'm gonna need for is that awesome person with the sign with the flipping head of Joe Hendry to be a part of the Royal Rumble crowd and just have that wonderful sign in the crowd, because that is top tier sign in the wrestling show. So good.
Let's get to another video because we got plenty of them. So we will run with who we got here. Let's see. Let's go with our good friends from Love Wrestling Between the Beards, JPJ and Pluggo.
Yo, it's JPJ.
I'm Pluggo. Hi.
We are Between Two Beards. We want to thank Rob and Maggie for asking us to send this video along for some Royal Rumble predictions.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to go through that. I will start. Let's save the Rumbles for last. So when it comes to the non-Rumbles, I think we'll start with the tag titles match. Why don't we do that?
Sure.
I have DIY retaining in the 2 out of 3 falls match against the Motor City Machine Guns. Raise your fist. Yo, it's JPJ.
I'm Pluggo. Hi.
We are Between Two Beards. We want to thank Rob.
You're muted. It's
my first day. We'll fix that eventually. So, Jesus Christ. Yeah, thanks, guys. We'll get that fixed, though. Let's read the super chat as I try to recover here for whatever the hell just happened. Just Ricardo, hashtag Ultimo Jarrett, hashtag Anklet Feud 2025. My God.
So I have no idea what happened with that.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix it while you tell me who. While you tell. See, nobody can hear me.
No. We can hear you. Just far from the microphone.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get away from the computer. So I don't know where we were at before Tempest joined us. We were talking about the
It's
Rumbles.
the women. We reached the women's Royal Rumble.
Okay, so did you say who you think's winning and who you want to win?
Well, while we were speaking with Tempest, yes, I do think that Charlotte Flair is winning this Rumble. I am looking forward to Becky Lynch being back, but you know, AJ Lee more. Yes, but a returning Becky Lynch. Um, I do want to see Roxanne Perez from NXT. I do want to see Cora Jade in there too. I want to see Sol Ruka in there as one of the women who's absolutely been killing it in NXT. I do also want to see Zarya. I do, and because Jordan Grace and Zarya both had that thing while teaming up in NXT, and then they did have a kind of a thing. They never paid it off, but
Yeah.
I would rather them do it here because I don't want Jordan Grace to be a part of NXT whatsoever. I think that she's main roster ready yesterday, and yeah,
Okay.
Zarya and Jordan Grace, Jordan Grace and Beth Phoenix. Hopefully, Natalia's right there for Jordan Grace too. Basically, Jordan Grace with every woman in there.
Yeah.
And
No, that'd be fun.
I'm kind of bummed out that Rhea Ripley is a champion right now, just because I want to see Jordan Grace stare off with Rhea Ripley. That this would be, an amazing thing. Um, yeah,
Yeah, I think I think Charlotte's gonna win. I want AJ Lee there so bad, not only because I love AJ Lee, but I want her there for you more than anything.
Mhm.
But I would really like to see. I definitely want to see a Becky return, but I think it would be pretty cool if we get Masha. That'd be awesome. And I
Oh
think we are
yes,
going to get Jordan Grace too, by the way. But
yeah, Masha Slamovich, absolutely, because they did kind of start, Masha Slamovich and Cora Jade stare off at NXT, and I feel like you continue that during the Rumble. I do feel like Masha Slamovich will be there, and Joe Hendry as TNA champions, of course.
yeah.
Yes. Do
As
you
far
think
as
do you think Kofi Kingston is a heel now, but do you think he does his Royal Rumble spot?
I hope so, but
How?
I don't know. And maybe they won't go that route this year. But what I'd love to see is if he's trying to do something where Big E cost him, that would be amazing. I would love to see Big E in the match. I think we all would, though. I think that's a
Hey, what was your reaction from after learning that Triple H is in the Hall of Fame,
oh,
headlining the Hall of
I
Fame?
I was fine with it. I think it's deserved more than anything. But I liked how they did it. I liked how Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker were there to tell him. I think,
Sure.
and the reason they did that because they didn't give him the option to say no. you know,
Yeah. Oh, yes.
that's exactly why they did it, and they filmed it because I guarantee you, it was one of those things where it's I don't know if bittersweet's the right word because I know he probably didn't want to be in there, you know, like yet I don't think, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me thinking there. Who knows? But
Sweetie, listen, he's already a two. Is he a two-time Hall of Famer?
yeah, DX. Did he go in twice for DX? What the hell? DX is the only time I know he was in there.
Oh no, just the DX. Okay, so he's about to be a 2-time Hall of Famer. So
Yeah.
n-
Yeah. Xbox a 2-time Hall of Famer,
sure,
I think. Who? There's Ric Flair's a 2-time Hall of Famer. Shawn
sure.
Michaels 2-time.
Hmm.
There's somebody else that's got to be a 2-time Hall of
Because
Famer.
I
Oh,
honestly don't care about the Hall of Fame, and that's why I couldn't tell you right now.
yeah.
I sincerely I do not care because AJ Lee is not a part of the Hall of Fame. So that is exactly why I don't care. Um, so the women I mostly want back in the Rumble, apart from AJ Lee, which is a common sense. Caitlyn,
Oh, that'd be cool.
Caitlyn, she also needs to be in Hall of Fame, and I don't like. It baffles me that no one's talking about this. Also, we didn't mention, the Brie Bella rumors. I'm sorry,
Nikki, yeah.
Nikki Bella rumors.
Yeah.
So what I would absolutely detest is for AJ Lee to be a part of this Rumble and Nikki Bella eliminates her. I
Oh
will
gosh,
die.
that would
I
would
will
kill you.
die. This
I don't
will
think-
murder my soul forever.
I don't think that would be the person that eliminates her.
Just because, okay, so Nikki Bella was made the longest reigning Devious champion out of spite. You cannot persuade me otherwise. And this is in no way because Nikki Bella may not be my cup of tea, but she did get a lot of women to be interested in wrestling. And I will forever be 100% grateful for that. And whatever she did worked. So I respect the crap out of her for that.
All right.
But this is personal.
So no, I understand.
Did we ever repair whatever the hell was wrong?
Yeah, I think I got it. So
Yeah, okay.
We'll
Okay.
see.
Okay.
Let's try it again. 17th time's the charm.
Yes.
To send this video along for some Royal Rumble predictions.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to go through that. I will start. Let's save the Rumbles for last. So when it comes to the non-Rumbles, I think we'll start with the tag titles, Matt. Why don't we do that?
Sure.
I have DIY retaining in the 2 out of 3 falls match against the Motor City Machine Guns. Raise your fists. I will not be.
Well, I have the Motor City Machine Guns raising their hand and pointing to where they live, becoming the new 2-time tag team champions. So you're wrong.
Okay, great. As far as the ladder match for the WWE Universal Championship, I also have a retaining Cody Rhodes winning that match as well.
You're not going to do it? Give me Kevin Owens, baby. Why not? If not now, when?
I want Kevin Owens, but I just don't see
Kevin
it happening.
Owens. We need Kevin Owens. That Ween Dingle.
Yeah. And then when we get to the Rumbles match, why don't we start with the ladies? I think Io Sky is going to win.
Okay.
And I want Io Sky to win. So that kind of works well for me.
I think we're going to get a returning Charlotte Flair. But who I want to win? Nikki Bella.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chaos. Pluggo loves chaos.
Yeah, let's go.
And then the men's Rumble, I am picking one John Cena to win the men's Rumble. However, I am rooting for CM Punk to win the Rumble. That is my choice.
Who I think is winning the Royal Rumble is CM Punk. Who I want to win the Royal Rumble is also CM Punk, but he's probably right. It's probably going to be John Cena.
Yeah.
But that's because he's always right.
That's not true at all. But again, Maggie, Rob, we love you guys. Thanks for having us. Hope everyone enjoys the Royal Rumble. We'll try to enjoy it for you live from Indy. Thanks again. We'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.
That's awesome. Thank you. Check out Between Two Beards every Thursday, 8 o'clock on Love Wrestling YouTube page. They are 2 great guys.
You're cruising for a bruising. That's what they are.
All right, so there we go. Well, we will have a guest here shortly. So let's get one more video out of the way before he gets here. It's a short one, and hopefully this one will work. Let's try this one. Here we go.
Yes.
And then I said, do they even have that in Bulgaria? Man, I'm funny. Oh, sorry. What's up, guys? Hi, Rob. Hi, Maggie. Rob, you're looking just so beautiful. Maggie. So, Rob, one of my picks for Royal Rumble, some exciting matches, some fun times. Let's go down these picks I was requested to make. We have Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens in a ladder match. Well, a ladder match involves a lot of adrenaline, so you got to go with the man with that in his soul, Cody Rhodes. And also because they're going to have him be that for WrestleMania. I mean, it's dumb here, people. Then we have the tag team championship match of DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns. I would like DIY to go into Mania as champs, but I got to go with some Motor City Machine Guns. Damn. I hate myself. Then we have the men's Royal Rumble match. I'm going to tell you, who do I think and who do I want? I think it's going to be John Cena. I'm riding that train. It's going to be John Cena. You can't see him lose. I really do hate myself. But I hope it's Roman Reigns. Give us Cody Roman 3 years in a row. Come on, complete the trilogy. And then for the women's, so realistically, I think Io would be the coolest, something fun, but I live for chaos, just what like I did with my Roman Reigns pick back there. I'm going with Charlotte. Give me a little Charlotte Flair, baby. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Man, what a you're muted.
Check Ryan out every Thursday or every Wednesday on the Mark Order podcast. Yeah. Thank you, Ryan, for that. We have a guest, and it's exactly who Maggie wants. Jeremy Lambert is here.
Hello. I was told Alex McCarthy was going to be here.
He's on his way.
He's on his way, I guess.
Is he?
Yeah. Do you want me to send you a text message when he gets here or
Is
something?
he ducking me? Is that what's happening?
He's probably ducking me because he's ducking me for 2 years in London. So
that's what McCarthy does. That's what he does. I apologize, everyone. This is not my normal setup. I look terrible with this green screen, but my wife is sick, and so I had to shift things around. So I don't know how I'd like to stay and make fun of Alex McCarthy, but I also need to make sure the 12 kids are okay.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I understand. So yeah, it's too bad that you can't be here for one of the biggest feuds in wrestling history.
If he was on time and actually showed up, this wouldn't have this issue. But as usual, completely ducking me, running from the grind, as Alex McCarthy is one to do.
Yes, absolutely. I can vouch for that.
So I did not get to catch in the weeds this morning. Who do you got winning the Rumble and the men's and women's and KO and Cody and the tag team match? Who you got?
I mean, do you want serious answers or do you want like?
No. We want you. We want Jeremy Lambert.
Jeremy Lambert answers.
All right, Jeff Jarrett is going to win the men's Royal Rumble. You saw how many people it took to beat him on Wednesday. 29 people.
Fucking dumbest thing ever.
Jeff Jarrett is my pick for the men's Royal Rumble. And my pick for the women's Royal Rumble is legitimately who I want and who I think will win. I want Charlotte Flair to enter number 1, and I want her to just eliminate all 29 other people. Like they just come in, she just tosses them out. New person comes in, tossed out. It's like a 30-minute Royal Rumble or so, whatever the intervals are. That's what the match needs to be. # bow down.
And the KO Cody.
Oh, Cody should have lost his title like a year ago.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Hopefully.
Okay. Yes. Yes. It is so uninteresting. And, this is what I'm going to miss the most because your dumbasses are moving the spotlight and now you're
You can watch me troll Jensen on demand. We'll be around on Thursday evening still.
Sweetie, this is the only Fightful show I can watch live.
I'm sorry.
And now you're taking it away from me. I'm working.
Well,
8:30 is so early. It's so early. Like I bless Jensen because he has to do it as well. Like my energy for some of those shows is very low, and then I'll troll Jensen and I'll be able to pick my energy up. But 8:30 is so early, so it's a twofold, threefold move of why we're doing it. But I'm sorry, Maggie. We always appreciate that you're hanging out in the chat with us.
Well,
We-
no
we do have a
longer.
super chat.
so-
Before you go, Just Ricardo says, Jeremy, tell them about Ultimo Jarrett.
He should win all these titles, man. I don't know what AEW is doing. I don't know why they got to have him lose. He should have beat Claudio in like a minute. Oh, there he is. There he is. He knows I'm about to leave, so that's when he shows up.
What's going on, everybody?
How you
Hello.
doing, buddy?
How
Welcome.
are we? Thank you. Sorry for my tardy appearance. Work has got me by the balls over here, but still, anyway, we found time.
I was told
I'm
you were
glad-
showing up at like 3:30, so I didn't show up until 4, and then you still weren't here.
And we still found our way to each other, Jez. How's that happen?
Yes. How have you been, buddy?
All right, man. All right. Grinding away in the trenches, as it were, that are the Daily Mail. But covering the Rumble tomorrow, which is fun. Hopefully at Vegas for Mania. Anyone else here going to Vegas?
No.
Like that, is it?
No.
Like
I mean,
that, is it?
if you
No.
can fit me in a suitcase and I just do not get a visa and stuff, we can make that happen. But no,
Alex, are you picking Drew to win the Rumble? Or are you gonna just go boring?
Yeah,
old
why have you
Drew?
even asked me on here if you know the answer?
I picked Jeff Jarrett. I try to go outside the box a little bit. Maybe you could throw a random name out there.
I mean, every week Drew does something. I feel like texting you, Jeremy, but I've let you live for a while. If you,
You're
I
welcome
think
to always text me.
I think my real Rumble picks are quite boring. Has anyone gone outlandish?
I mean, I said Jeff Jarrett. I feel like you can't get more outlandish than that.
Yeah, I mean,
I
he,
think
he could book it, but yeah. What,
Go ahead,
what's
Rob.
everyone going for? Is it the general consensus? Right, is like a Punk Charlotte.
yeah,
That's what I'm hearing.
yeah. Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, I picked Roman. My serious pick is Roman Reigns.
And then
All
he
right.
faces.
So my pitch is you face Roman Reigns. Like he doesn't pick who he ultimately does pick, but Roman's always been the main event. So he's like, why do I need to pick between the champions? You guys need to prove to me that you should be facing me at WrestleMania. I'm the guy that's been headlining this show 8 out of the last 10 years. And then I think Punk wins the world title from Gunther. And then Roman ultimately does go with Punk. Cody maybe faces Cena. That's my sort of creative direction that who knows what they're doing. But
So you think no Rock?
I hope so, because I think it's funny when he just comes in there and it's like, so what are you guys working on? Anyway, no, we're not worried about that. We're not worried about that. I think it's hilarious when he does that. But for right now, I'm going to go with no Rock.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe that they'll just go, we'll do Rock and Roman another year. Like Vegas, The Rock was he 53? Like, how many years can you just go, not this year, we'll do it another year? Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. But then also this whole Punk's going to call in a favor.
Exactly.
The Survivor Series tie-in, and Punk, like logically speaking, if Punk is to get the WrestleMania main event that everybody keeps harping on about, Jeremy's just said it. It really is Roman, right? Because he will be a main event, right? That's guaranteed. So I guess if you look at it from that perspective, you have to line Punk up with Roman, and I don't know who else you line Punk up with that's as interesting. Like, there's a lot of layers
You could
with
do
Roman
Punk
too
and
in
Cody.
Heyman.
You
could, but Cody Cena seems to be. If you're not going to do Cody and Roman again, Cody Cena kind of seems to be the obvious way. And as much as I love Gunther, not convinced he's hanging around for a big Mania main event either.
It's so stupid because Gunther, the IC champion, was 10 times more dominant the Gunther who is world champion right now, and it pisses me off because he was supposed to be, the big heel guy that everyone, because a lot of people were pushing for Gunther to face Cena at WrestleMania. That's a big thing. And like all that conversation died down. No one's talking about this.
Worst thing that happened to Gunther, well, it's not the worst thing, but Lesnar not being around is not great for him because that was a
I'm
nailed-on
glad
dream match.
Lesnar's not around.
No, a lot of people are. I'm just saying for Gunther in terms of, let's imagine we didn't know what we know.
Yeah.
That was the match for Gunther, right? That a lot of people were salivating about. And now it's kind of like you look at the top end of it for WrestleMania. Has there been anyone more consistent than Gunther over the past 12 to 18 months? And yet none of us really see a big time matchup for him. Maybe
Well,
I'm
do
being
you know
harsh.
when that thing died? When Gunther was talking 3 meters away from Damian Priest, and then he had the gall to think that he wasn't gonna hear him while creeping up on him while he's signing autographs. This is the moment when Gunther died for me. This was the dumbest thing ever.
Okay, I have to run again. My wife is sick. I got to make sure the kids
Please
are
take
okay.
care of
Oh,
her.
the fucking excuses on this guy. Look at him. She was right as rain before I got on.
I was about to leave, and then you came on. I was like, all right, I got to say hi to McCarthy. Love you guys. Take care of yourself,
you.
Alex McCarthy.
Love you,
can
brother.
message
See you
me
later.
anytime, buddy. Bye, guys. Enjoy your
Yeah,
weekend,
man.
everybody.
There we go.
Jeremy. Oh.
Hi, guys.
So yeah,
Yeah.
this is the stupidest thing with Gunther because I had so high hopes.
Mhm.
The highest of hopes for Gunther, and like everything's dead now. But like but I do think that CM Punk is the logic thing here because we did talk about this. They have to give CM Punk a Royal Rumble win because he ain't winning next year for
Mhm.
sure because it's in Saudi. He's not going.
No. Well,
No. And he
Yeah.
has to have a win there.
I just think, like, so much has been said about him being in the main event. I just don't see it not happening now. And one would assume that his whole comeback to WWE is probably predicated on the fact that he would finally get his dream slot. You've got the match of Seth out of the way. That was maybe the most interesting one outside of Roman you could think of. I just don't know who else he could face that would be a main event matchup other than Roman now. Like, he's done the best ones, in my opinion. So,
Yes.
and that kind of leaves you then, all right, well, the other title's Cody. You could do Cody and Punk if Rock and Roman was the other way you're going. I just don't know. My like spidey senses tell me that The Rock is going to be at Mania.
Really? I don't think he is.
That's
Really?
my take, but I don't know for sure if that's the case. And if that is the case, then that means Cena's bumped out of the Cody slot, right? Because you'd have Punk and Cody. And then who does Cena face? Well, then maybe that is Gunther. Is that as good as Cody? No.
Well, they have
it'll,
time, so they can make it work. But like they're gonna have a lot of things and stuff done with Gunther up until that point. They're gonna work on Gunther a lot.
Yeah, Logan Paul is an interesting shout, by the way, down there. As much as all of us are a bit like,
Yes,
he
it is true. It is true.
you can tell that WWE are all in on it, and he is kind of fresh in that regard. So
He is.
I could see it. Sorry, my dog is scurrying around my feet. By the way,
Yes, we've seen your dog. How is your dog?
he's look at him. He's just got this. Stop it! Can you stop it, you little Brussels sprout? That's a no.
This is what's going to get us the clicks right here. I love it.
Dog content.
Dog content.
Yes. So what about the women?
Well,
Surprises?
I said,
Surprises?
well, Stephanie McMahon says we're going to be chock full of surprises, allegedly. I would love to see AJ Lee. I've said this for many years. again, if it was ever going to make sense now, right? You'd think. But then is she back for a run, or is it just a little? I don't know.
Okay, listen to me. I've been having "Let's Light It Up" her entrance theme in my head all day, all day. This is every Royal Rumble. I swear, I want her back. I miss her. Nothing is the same for the past 10 years without her.
It did, Greg. By the way, it did heal.
Oh yeah, that was pretty gruesome.
It was terrible stuff, wasn't it? Yeah, I think the way Charlotte's comeback is being portrayed, and that I do think, just using the Brussels sprout as like my enunciator now, Charlotte and Tiffy makes loads of sense. Like I could see that.
Only if Tiffany beats her. That's the only way I can have it. But it's not happening.
Yeah, and then you think the way I try and figure out the Rumble winners normally is who's likely to be the champions and who they're going to line them up against. Rhea's almost certainly going to be the champion.
Against Bianca Belair.
Bianca is like what you would imagine they would do. They've been teasing that for a couple of years now. Then I've got the whole, well, what are they going to do with Becky, who's presumably going to be back tomorrow night as well? So, I mean, you've got options with Becky because she's done it all, but I think Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton is pretty much locked in, which leads me to believe Charlotte. But yeah, I do think we'll definitely see Becky and Charlotte, and if there was ever gonna be AJ Lee, it would definitely be tomorrow, I think.
Who do you
Rob,
got
how's things with you, Rob? Man, how's the bod, the bodacious bod that you got?
It's doing pretty well. It's still going to the gym 5 days a week. So
you look well.
Thank you.
He looks hairy.
Yeah,
he does.
Yeah, I got that going.
Because Rob has a really lovely face, and I keep trying to tell him he needs to shave the beard off because he has dimples that everyone needs to see.
I mean, listen, I'm the other way around. I can't grow a beard.
That's fine. You have a pretty nice face too, so people need to see your face.
Yeah, Buddy Brussels sprout. Behave yourself, young man. There we have it. So, what are your two final picks? Tell me before I have to go back to work in about 5 minutes.
I want John Cena to win, but I think CM Punk's going to win. That's what I want, or that's what I think's going to happen.
Does Cena need it?
He doesn't. He doesn't need it at all. But that's just me.
Whatsoever.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I don't think this is a year where you make people with the Rumble though.
Yeah.
So I kind of agree with Rob. If it gets you to where you need to get to, I don't mind. But yeah, I also think just because it's Cena's retirement year, he could ask for a world title match and you'd get it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but not after saying that guys, I suck. Come on, not after saying that. Just because it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, you're right, Maggie.
I know. I understand.
Dream.
Of course, this is the same as me dreaming for Roxanne Perez to win the women's Royal Rumble. Because if there's ever a year where an NXT superstar wins the Rumble, this is gonna be Roxanne Perez. Like, I just see it in her.
Quick spitball idea here. Do you think Jade Cargill returns tomorrow? And if she does, I think she does. And if she does, we said Bianca and Rhea, but does this kickstart a Bianca Jade storyline? Like we find out kind of what happened to Jade?
Okay, I've been beating this drum for months now. The only person who benefited from Jade being gone is Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be Bianca versus Jade. It's right there. And I want to heal Naomi because I feel like she can do so many great stuff as a heel, and like she hasn't explored that territory as much as we would want to, because she was a part of Team Bad, back in the day with Tamina and
Team Bad.
Yeah, Jesus. And Sasha Banks. But this was about Sasha Banks and not about Naomi. And we need to see that and I understand why people are pushing for Bianca, but we can have Bianca and Jade next year. I feel like we need to see Naomi being pushed there.
So you think Jade v Naomi, and then we still got Bianca and Rhea?
I feel like Naomi should beat Jade, but Jade hasn't had a loss. I'm saying it because when you turn heel, you need to win some matches, some important matches. Otherwise, there's no point.
You do, but then you could look at like a Chad Gable, for instance, right? Like,
don't do that.
But what I'm saying, what I'm saying is like, if your value is not greater than, and I mean this in like the office's eyes, than who you're opposite, then it doesn't matter which way you're turning. And I think Jade is going to be booked absolute superstardom. She won't be taking.
She has to be
till sort of. And like, her and Charlotte is obviously something they've got booked in down the line. So yeah, it's hard to call, but I think this is a great Rumble because there are so many different ways it can go. Like normally you can be like it's gonna be this or that, like within reason. This is one of the years where you've got sort of 4 or 5 avenues that you could actually go down and make a good case for. Like I would love Sammy to win it. Just gonna show my Sami Zayn t-shirt while we're at it. I'm just a massive Sammy guy, and I love the story that they've been sort of teasing and putting in front of us. Him and KO, Sammy finally getting that world title that a lot of us fans would love to see. Do I think they're going to do it? No, I don't. But I was kind of contorting myself the other day, going, well, maybe Cody does lose the belt, and then Cody just faces Cena in a regular, star versus star match, and maybe you do get Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'm trying to talk myself into it, but I think that's just I want. Yeah, it's what I want versus what will actually happen.
Like Rob mentioned before that, Sami Zayn pushes Cody Rhodes from the ladder, and Kevin Owens gets it.
I'd love to see that.
Book it.
Huge on that.
Book it. Alex, you're the best for giving us your time. Please go and finish up your work. Just plug everything that you have going on before you go.
Don't worry. Do you know where I'm at Twitter with Alex McCarthy 88? You can find most of my work over there. I'm going to be busy WrestleMania season, and I'm still putting interviews up on Inside the Ropes, so make sure you come over there. But it was a delight to join you guys once again. Makes me very happy to see you both. And maybe we should do this again before WrestleMania, huh?
Yeah, thank you for giving us your time. We appreciate you so much.
Always. Love you guys. See you later.
See you, buddy.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. So thank you, Alex, for joining us. We appreciate that very much. So had a lot of guests today. Jeremy Lambert, Alex McCarthy. We had Chris Mueller join us, and then Tempest. So, we don't usually have guest galore on here, but it's a Royal Rumble, so we have to have some run-ins, right?
Absolutely, because I happen to forget to find the Cooper effect.
Yeah, I know. I just thought about it a few minutes ago. Before we have a couple more videos, but Maggie, one thing I wanted to mention is, what are your thoughts? And this is AEW. Just before I forget, what are your thoughts on the Hounds of Justice?
I'm gonna wait and see what happens because I was incredibly hyped for House of Black, but I learned my lesson, and now I need to wait before. I mean, their vignette was incredibly good, and on paper it looks absolutely amazing. And as soon as you can get those guys some championships, the better. I won't mind at all if they're the ones to dethrone the Hurt Syndicate.
Do you know how they what they did to become the Hounds of Justice?
Is this a
how
joke?
They teamed up. I know you know what that's from.
I did not see this coming whatsoever. How? Okay, did you do this, or was
I had
it
help?
Okay,
somebody helped me.
Was it Soupy?
No.
Okay.
His name rhymes with Lori.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So thank you, Corey Michaels. I just do it now. Thank you. You knew.
Thank you,
Like you
Corey.
said.
You're the best.
Yeah. That
Jesus.
was a setup, guys.
Okay.
If you didn't catch it last week, but our Cooper effect last week was on the wonderful Mr. David Lynch, and that was a scene from Twin Peaks.
The first episode, the pilot
Yeah.
episode of Twin Peaks.
What did I say? Did I say Hounds of Hell or Hounds of Justice?
Oh, you said Hounds of Justice.
Yeah,
No,
I was
but
like, I just
I
saw
thought
it.
you. I knew you meant
God.
Hounds of Hell.
Yeah, I know. Damn
I.
it. I was like, what? I'm looking in chat and I'm like, everybody's saying,
Where
okay.
is the justice coming from?
I was thinking, I don't know what the hell it was coming from. Hounds of Justice. I don't know. It's my first damn day. I was
It
thinking,
is
yeah,
your
thank
first
you.
damn
That's what
day.
it was. I was thinking of the damn shield.
Not the shield,
Sierra,
yeah.
Hotel, India, Echo, Lima,
Lima,
Delta.
Delta, Shield. Dun-dun.
Jesus. Hounds
Dun-dun.
of Hell. What the hell's wrong with me? Hounds of Hell, Hounds of Justice. I don't know what the hell. Hounds of Justice sounds like a freaking comic book series.
Yes.
I don't know. Hounds. It's crypto and all these other animal.
Yeah, if they called themselves the Hellhounds, it would
Yeah,
have been
I don't know why.
supernatural.
That I don't know why I said justice. That actually aggravates the hell out of me that I said that out of everything I've ever done on this show.
No, but the stupid thing is that I absolutely understood what you meant.
Yeah, well,
That
yeah, you
that's
speak.
the
Well, the good thing is you speak
I'm
Rob,
fluent.
so
I'm
that's
fluent in Rob.
yeah,
Yes,
you're fluent in
I'm.
Rob. So
The thing is, if I text Rob something and he doesn't get back to me, I know that he's not ghosting me. That he just forgot to hit send. This is absolutely what happened.
you know how like Han and Chewie, like I'm your Chewie. Basically. Yeah. See?
Okay.
Soupy. Oh God.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's get some more videos.
Yeah, no,
going
wait.
here.
What
That's
were
all.
you?
I was just doing
Oh,
that to
that's
get that video. That's all that was. I don't care about the Hound of Hell right now. Like it's Royal
Okay.
Rumble. Hell with everything else. That's how I feel about it. I don't get me wrong. I like the team. I think they're going to be awesome. But yeah, right now, Hounds of Hell and their brothers, Hounds of Justice, can just we can worry about them later. No offense.
Yes,
It's just
okay.
Royal Rumble time, and that's where we
Getting
put our
some
energy.
other clips.
Yes.
Just
So
yeah.
let's go on to some more videos. We have none other than Fightful's Robert D. Felice. Here we go.
Hey, Rob and Maggie of the world famous Rob and Maggie Coexisting podcast. It's Royal Rumble weekend. It's my favorite time of the year. I should probably say who I am for those of you that haven't seen me on camera in a long time. I'm Robert D. Felice. I work for Fightful. I'm writing news every day, and I'm here to give my predictions for the Royal Rumble. This is easily one of my favorite shows of the year anyway, but this card is insanely stacked. I'll start with the 2 out of 3 falls tag team match, which could steal the show and would on any other given night. I like the odds of the Motor City Machine Guns winning the belts back because I think a little bit of hot potato between two teams that are really, really good in the ring isn't the worst idea in the world. You know, I'd like to see these two keep going into WrestleMania, maybe having a ladder match, maybe just them having a ladder match. You know, you don't need to get 6 teams in there. But I do like the odds for the Motor City Machine Guns to win the belts back because, you know, WWE hasn't done hot potato title scenarios in a while. Speaking of a fun title scenario, there's Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens in a WWE Championship Undisputed Ladder match. Like it. I like the idea of them using the Winged Eagle belt. This is obviously Cody Rhodes winning and retaining here because he's going to be such a central focus going into Mania. But man, Kevin Owens, you can never really count out. And there's also the Sami Zayn of it all looming in the background because Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the WWE title at WrestleMania isn't a crazy idea either. You know, that could always happen. But I'm going to go Cody retains in what should be a banger of a match. For the Women's Rumble, and both Rumbles I think are wildly unpredictable this year, For the Women's Rumble, I'm going to say I like Charlotte Flair's chances of those who have been announced since she just came back. But I honestly think Jordynne Grace winning her debut on the main roster and now she goes straight to Mania would be a fun storyline. So I'm looking for her to at least come close to winning. But if not her, Charlotte Flair. As far as the Men's Rumble, there's so many fun avenues. I would love to see John Cena win. I would love to see Seth Rollins maybe get some revenge on Punk, go up against Gunther at Mania. Honestly, though, if anybody doesn't challenge Cody, they're basically saying they don't want the main event. So I am expecting the winner of this to challenge Cody and Gunther's challenger to be determined in the Elimination Chamber. But I think it comes down to Roman Reigns, CM Punk, John Cena, and Seth Rollins. And I'm going to say, at the end of the day, Punk cashes in his favor with Paul Heyman and ends up winning the 2025 Royal Rumble. Nearly 20 years after his WWE debut, this is the whole reason he left in the first place. He wants the main event of Mania. I really want them to give it to him this year. I'm going to CM Punk to win the whole thing. It should be a really fun show. I hope you guys have a blast watching it. And maybe I'll be around on the podcast soon.
Thank you, sir.
I hope that Robert is on the podcast soon. Robert gave me an idea. Do you see this happening? Okay, so CM Punk says to Paul Heyman that he's cashing in on the favor. And the last two participants in the Rumble are CM Punk and Roman Reigns. And CM Punk does an Irish whip into the ropes, and Paul Heyman just pulls down the top rope.
Oh, I hate
And Roman
that
Reigns.
idea.
And Roman Reigns just falls. I actually love that idea. and this is the start of, the downfall of things.
I don't know. That just sounds weird. Like, if you like that to be his favor, because I would think he's going in. Well, granted, CM Punk's always going to get cheered. He's at that level now where even if he's supposed to be a heel, he's going to be a face. Like people are going to cheer for him. He's just at that level.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'd go that route. I mean, I could see them going that route, but I was kind of hoping is for the feud, like for the favor, is if whoever wins, shit, that doesn't work actually. I don't know. I can see your point. I could definitely see your point, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it's just it's hard to say. That's the easiest way to say it.
Yeah.
But I think we have a few more videos to go.
Okay.
We're gonna get let's go with Luis of Fightful Luis.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there we go.
Hello, my name is Luis Pulido from Fightful, and I'm here to provide my predictions for the Royal Rumble event. I was thinking of doing it the fastest way possible, but there's no fucking way I'm doing it in under 2 seconds, so let's just go with what we have. So, Cody versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Undisputed title. I want Kevin Owens to win, but it's going to be Cody, and I'm pretty certain it's going to be Cody. As for the two out of three falls match between DIY and the Motor City Machine Guns, I think the Machine Guns are going to win the titles back. But this is going to be the match of the night. I'm a big fan of 2 out of 3 falls matches, and I look forward to this one very much. Men's Royal Rumble match. Who do I think will win? Safest bet, John Cena. I think he's going to win. I think he should win. Who do I want to win? It's going to be either between Jonathan Cena or Sami Zayn. But yeah, I think it's going to be Cena. It's pretty much guaranteed with that guy. And as for the Women's Rumble, I think Charlotte is going to win. Barely, but I think she's going to win. I want Io to win, though. Like, I want that Io versus Rhea match Mania. I think that's the best match you can do. But yeah, I think Charlotte is going to win that one. But hey, let us know what you think. Bye bye. Sigan Fightful en español.
Thank you, Luis. One of the best guys.
Yes, we
One
are
of the best and
getting.
one of the friendliest.
Yes, we love Lewis here, and yes, we are getting Fightful in Espanol, and this is this is so good.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Bulgarian Fightful next. Ha! I'm just kidding.
Hey, Bulgarian Fightful.
Never, no, just don't not waste your time.
Okay, well, we have one more video, and then that's gonna wrap it up. No, we got two more. Sorry, two more.
Okay.
These are my guys from Gimmick Infringement Podcast. Here you go.
Hey, Rob. Hey, Maggie. Hey, Coexisting fam. Thank you for having the GI crew on. Really appreciate it. I got my picks. Okay, Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. This ladder match is going to rule. The winners are the fans, but if I have to pick a winner here, I'm going to go Cody Rhodes. I think Kevin Owens does something absolutely bonkers here, but I can't rule out Cody either, but I'm going Cody for the win. For the tag team championship, I'm going to go Motor City Machine Guns here. I love what DIY is doing right now, but I love the Motor City Machine Guns. I think it could be interesting to see them heading into, I don't know when Phoenix's contract is up or if he's heading to the WWE yet, but I imagine that's in the cards. And if we can get a Penta Phoenix showing up to tag team against MCMG, we're thriving. The Rumble. All right. I think the winner of the men's Rumble is going to be CM Punk. I think I want it to be Roman Reigns. And here's why. I think it would be awesome if Roman wins and then CM Punk calls in the favor on Paul Heyman and says, my favor is I want Roman's spot. I know we won, but I want that spot. Make it happen. I think that could be really interesting and a lot of fun. For the women's Royal Rumble match, I'm going to pick Bianca to win it. I think Bianca versus Rhea will rule. I think we all want to see it. Who do I want? My heart wants right out the gate. I want to see the Juggernaut win. I want to see Jordan Grace win. I know she's recently signed. Shout out to Fightful Select, best $5 in the business. I can't wait for the Rumble. Those are my picks.
What's up, Coexisting family? It is Tyler from Gimmick Infringement. The Royal Rumble is this weekend. Let's go. I'm so excited. Okay, here are my predictions. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. Ladder match. Undisputed Championship. Cody Rhodes winning for sure. Tag Team Championship. I have the Rebel Heart and the Sicilian Psychopath retaining. I think they defeat the Motor City Machine Guns. And on to the Royal Rumble matches for the women's. Let's go women's first. Who do I want to win? A debuting Juggernaut, Jordan Grace. Who do I think will win? It's going to be Charlotte Flair. Come on now. We know this. Men's Rumble match. Who do I want to win? Montez Ford. Wide weight. Crown him. Surprise element. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I'm going with Pepsi Phil. I believe CM Punk pulls out the dub. Rob and Maggie, thank you so much for having me. Amazing show. Love what you all do. Let's have some fun watching wrestling this weekend.
Thank you. Gimmick Infringement. Check them out every week. They don't have a date that they put or time that they put their show on. I know it's always recorded. I've been on their show twice. I love doing shows with those guys. They are fantastic. They're just great guys. So check them out. Gimmickinfringement.com. Gimmick Infringement Pod.
Lovely people.
And then we have one last video. And I'm gonna get to that right now. Where'd he go? Here he is.
Did you go?
Greg Cherry.
Hey guys, Greg Cherry here, the Greg Cherry brand. I'm excited about the Royal Rumble tomorrow. It's going to be a blast. I think that 2 out of 3 falls match between DIY and the Motor City Machine Guns is going to tear the house down. I don't know where that's going to be in the card. It might open the show. It might be in the middle. I don't know. But I think DIY is going to retain there, probably with some shenanigans in the third fall. As far as the ladder match for the WWE Championship concerned, I think Cody's going to win, but I wouldn't complain if Kevin Owens wins and keeps the most beautiful championship in all of wrestling history alongside him. That winged eagle is just chef's kiss. For the men's Royal Rumble, I think CM Punk is going to win. I think it's going to come down to him and John Cena, and that's going to be a legendary stare-off. Even if they stare once they see each other again for the first time in over a decade in the ring. Joe Hendry, I think, is going to be in the Rumble. I think NXT-wise, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Trick Williams in the Royal Rumble. And maybe a legendary return. I would love to see Mr. Kennedy in a Rumble. He's only ever been in one. And they just put out a video of people who have only ever been in one Rumble, and he was in that video, so maybe. We'll see. That's just wishful thinking for me. And for the Women's Rumble, this one's so hard to predict. I'm going to say Charlotte because I feel like that's the easiest one to go after. And as far as surprise entrance, obviously would love to see AJ Lee in that. I would like to see Fallon Henley, the NXT Women's North American Champion, in there. I think she would do pretty decently. And we'll probably see Roxanne. Roxanne's been in the last, well, she was in, the last 2 Royal Rumbles. So that one's not as much of a surprise, but I don't know. And maybe Masha Slamovich. I think the women's is going to be great. The women's last year was fantastic. If you guys check out my list of Royal Rumble, I did a review of every single Royal Rumble in history. That list just concluded today, so go check that out over on my channel, over on the Greg Cherry brand. And thanks, guys. Enjoy the Rumble.
All right. Want to say thank you to everybody that sent in videos, and we appreciate that so much. I know this was a different show than you're used to with Coexisting, but we wanted to kind of do a Royal Rumble-esque show, have different people come in, and it was fun,
Distract ourselves from the fact that it took all members of the Death Riders to beat Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
why. No, shut up about it.
No, I'm not saying like anything. I agree. I thought it was ridiculous that 4 guys had to do it, and it's odd. But yeah, that's really all there is to say about it. It was just very odd, but yeah.
Hello
Maggie?
to Andrew Zarian in the chat, by the way.
Yes, hello, Andrew. Well, Maggie, we're gonna wrap this show up. Do you want to tell everybody you want to plug your shit?
Guys, you can follow me on Twitter at Maggie_IK if you're still doing the Twitter thing. You can follow me also on Instagram at Maggie.IK and on Blue Sky at Maggie-IK. Please keep me in your thoughts if this ends up happening. Also, if this doesn't end up happening, and by this I mean AJ Lee returning, just have me in my thoughts, because this every Royal Rumble, I swear, every Royal Rumble, this happens to me. It's so bittersweet because I feel like a part of me knows that this will never happen because I feel like she doesn't want to anymore. But on the other hand, my love for this woman's in-ring capability will never die. I love you, sweetie. I know you're watching with your with your husband. I love you. Please come back just for the Rumble. I'm not greedy or anything. Just come back, throw out Nikki Bella from the Royal Rumble, and just go home. Just that's all I want. Just all I want. I love you, sweetie. Please. Are we doing a prediction show tomorrow?
No.
Yeah. Okay. No. So yes. So this is my only opportunity to say this. This is why I'm asking. Just so I know if I'm going to shut up or just please come back. I love you and miss you so much. No one can fill your Chuck Taylors ever. Rob, please plug your shit before I go insane.
Yeah. Guys, you can follow me at Rob Wilkins on X. I'm also on Instagram and Threads at FightfulRob. And then, of course, every Friday, catch us right here, 3 o'clock Eastern on Fightful Overbooked for Coexisting. And before I go, I just want to say this. I hope everybody enjoys the Royal Rumble. I hope everybody has a great weekend, except for one person, and his name is Bryce Mitchell of the UFC. He can.
Oh my fucking god, man!
He can go. He has a lot of things that he can go do to himself, and if you don't know what I'm referring to, you can go look it up. I'm not going to mention it, but he can go to hell, and yeah, don't even collect $200. Just go directly to hell. Yeah, you know.
Unacceptable.
Yep.
Unacceptable.
So I hope he gets the case if he ever gets to fight in the UFC again. And this isn't like a cancel culture thing. He just doesn't deserve it for that stupid shit. But I hope he gets a FAFO. You know, that's really all I can say. Because yeah, so F off to him. And guys, I hope. Yeah, we're gonna lead out with that, and yeah, enjoy the Royal Rumble. I hope you have a great time with it. I hope you get to watch it with your friends, family, whatever you do, or if you prefer to watch it by yourself, more power to you. You know, that's what it's all about. Yeah. So if that's what you like, do it up, have fun, enjoy it, and just know that we really do appreciate you very much, and always, always make the
sacrifice, 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 sacrifice.
It's a Royal Rumble, Maggie. I have to do it. It's
no, you don't have to. You chose to.
It's what the Lord would want. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Don't bring up God in this. Okay.
I'm just saying. You know.
I mean, like, she's resting.
Yeah.
You've got
her at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna be our show. I just have to say one other thing. Boom!
Nice thing.
Cut it out. All right. Oh, they got a new one in here. I don't think this was it. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Right. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in. Please leave a like on the video before you go if you're just tuning in now. After the show ends, please leave a comment down below to get us your thoughts and your Royal Rumble thoughts and your predictions, match orders, and everything. I do feel like, again, they're gonna open up with the Women's Royal Rumble, but I really want them to finish this year with the Women's Royal Rumble. Last year's women's match was better than the men's. Just saying. But yes, we do hope you enjoyed the Rumble. Please leave a like on the video. Please leave a comment below. Subscribe to Fightful Select. Subscribe to Fightful Overbooked. And subscribe to youtube.com/Fightful. Thank you so much, guys.
All right, guys. We will see you next week. Peace out. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. You can check out all our previous episodes on your favorite podcast platforms or youtube.com/FightfulOverbooked.